Hello everyone, welcome to Breaking Fun. And in today's lesson, we are going to learn about object and its two further type, direct और indirect object. Basically ये बहुत आसान concept है, बहुत basic है, but sometimes the students get confused. अगर examination point of view से बात की जाए तो transitive और intransitive verb की identification जहाँ पर आती है या चेंज ऑफ वॉइस आता है ये काफ़ी कंफ्यूजिंग हो जाता है। तो आज के लेक्चर में इसी कन्फ्यूजन को दूर करने के लिए कुछ चीज़ें एम्बेड की गई हैं। आई होप कि वो आपको हेल्प करेंगी। Without any further ado, let's just start our today's lecture. The objectives are very simple, like you will learn about like how to identify an object and then how to identify its two further types, that are direct object and indirect object. Let's just start. Okay, I have some very simple sentences for you. ये बहुत बहुत आसान sentences हैं जो कि basic sentence structure पर मुश्तमिल हैं. Like you have the subject, the verb and object. अगर हम इसकी बहुत basic definition की बात करें तो वो subject एक ऐसा sentence में part है जो कि एक्शन परफॉर्म कर रहा होता है या उसके बारे में हम उस शख्स के बारे में सेंटेंस में बात कर रहे होते हैं. तो जैसे कि इस फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट शी, दैट शी कॉल्ड मी. शी डिड द एक्शन ऑफ कॉलिंग एंड द पर्सन दैट हु शी कॉल्ड इज मी. So she called me. She is the a subject, doer of the action, and called is the verb, the action, and me is the object, receiver of the action. Very simple. So object is actually the receiver of an action, someone who receives the action. अभी फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में आप देखें कि लास्ट में वी हैव वी, दैट इज अ pronoun, right? ये एक pronoun है. Okay, in the second sentence we have Harry wrote a check and subject is Harry, the verb is wrote, and what did he write is actually a check. तो उसने क्या लिखा? Check. Check is the object, receiver of the action. And in the third sentence we have Sarah baked a red velvet cake. Sarah, the doer of the action, the verb is of baking, and the thing that is being baked is a red velvet cake. अब इन तीनों सेंटेंस में अगर आप देखें तो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में वी हैव मी, and in the second we have a check, and in the third is a red velvet cake. So if we have to drive like a definition of object, that will be that object is the receiver of the action, and it's like just like in the first sentence it can be a pronoun, in the second sentence like it can be a noun, and like in the third sentence it can be a noun phrase. You see, our red velvet cake, we have a determiner and some adjectives that are adding up to the meaning of a noun, so that's a noun phrase. So this is the basic 4 points that you must keep in your mind, that object is the receiver of the action and it can be a noun, pronoun or a noun phrase. Okay, that's it. No adjective, no adverbs. Okay, how to identify that? There is this very basic tip, that you just have to ask the question of what and whom after the verb, and the answer will be the object. Okay, like आप सेंटेंस में जो आपका verb है, आप उसके लिए what और whom के जब क्वेश्चन करते हैं तो जो उसका आंसर है सेंटेंस में, that will be the object. Okay, for example, the time changes all things. Time, subject, we are talking about time, so time changes what? All things. All things is our object. The ants fought what or whom? The wasps. So in this sentence we have the wasps that are acting as object. So simply, this is the very basic tip that you must keep in your mind, that if you want to identify an object in a sentence, or if you want to know if the verb is transitive or intransitive in your exam, you just have to put the question of what or whom, and if you have the answer, then definitely you have your object. So everything seems so easy and everything is plain this word. लेकिन confusion कहाँ पर आती है? When we have like some sentences like this: she goes to school, she sings beautifully, she was tired so she lie down on the sofa. एक कॉमन मिसकंसेप्शन जो कि बिल्ड हो जाती है वो ये है कि वर्ब के बाद का जो पार्ट है वो ऑब्जेक्ट होता है, बट इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट, दैट इज़ वेरी वेरी रॉन्ग. ओके, you just have to keep it in mind that object is a noun, pronoun, or a noun phrase, and it is actually someone who is receiving the action, and they answer the question of what or whom. Ab in sentences mein if you look like she goes where, she, this is actually she goes where, answer is to where, so she goes to school. Here again we have object, but that is school is the object of the preposition to. Okay, I won't go in detail about this, but I just want to keep it in, like, I just want you to keep it in your mind that this is, though we have a part after the verb in a sentence, but it's not an object. Okay, like she goes what or she goes whom, we do not have the answer, so it's not our object. In the second sentence again, she sings beautifully. We have adverb but no object. So she sings whom, she sings what. We do not have the answer, so we do not have an object. In the third sentence, she was tired, so she lied down on the sofa. She was tired, so she lied down on the sofa. She lied down where? On the sofa. Again, we do not have an object. If we talk about that, she was tired, she was what? She was tired, so this is actually a compliment again, that is not the receiver. Like the tired is using for the subject, like it ये हमें subject की ही qualities बता रहा है, तो this is a compliment. So this is something that you have to keep in your mind, that adjectives, complements and adverbials, they do not act as objects. This is very simple. Okay, like where, how, like these questions, they do not work, it's just what and whom. So if you're done so far, I want you to just try this checkpoint. If you are confident that you can identify an object, I want you to pause the video, have your pen and a notebook, and try to just write the object in your notebook, and then I will share the solutions after the count of three. You can just pause the video for now. uh, okay, let's just, one, two, three. So we have the solution. I hope that you have got them good. और आपको समझ आ गई होगी. If it's not the case, I want you to just go back and just listen the lecture again. Okay, so if you are done, let's just move on. So it was also simple, like आप what and whom को question करेंगे and you will have your object. Okay, we have sometimes these kind of sentences, like we asked them a question. He threw the ball to Sam. She gave the phone to her mother. In all these three sentences, we have the answer of what and whom both in a sentence. Like we asked what, a question, to whom, them, right? He threw what, the ball, and to whom, to Sam. She gave the phone to her mother. She gave what, phone, to whom, to her mother. So this is very simple. Let me break it down for you. We have direct and indirect object in these sentences. So this is the key to identify the direct or indirect object. If you're like if you have simply have the answer of what and whom, you have direct object. And if there are answers of for what, of what, to what, for whom, of whom, or to whom. Okay, just listen it very carefully. Whom and to whom. When you have the answer of whom, you have direct object. When you have the answer of to whom, you have indirect object. Okay, so what and whom, simply direct object, and the others are indirect object. Now just have a look on these sentences. We ask what, a question, to whom, them, to whom, them. So them is our indirect object and a question is our direct object. So here are some other sentences, like she forgave Sam for ruining the party. She forgave whom? She forgave Sam. For what? For what is the word for indirect objects for ruining the party. So for ruining the party is our indirect object. He bought his mother a bouquet of flower. He bought what? A bouquet of flower. For whom? For his mother. Okay, so for his mother is our indirect object, and a bouquet of flower is our direct object. Harry instigated Tom to steal money. Instigated means to push someone to do something, किसी को कोई चीज़ करने पर उकसाना. This is something that we say in Urdu. So Harry instigated Tom to steal money. So Harry instigated whom? Tom to do what? To steal money. ठीक है. So we have our direct object, that is Tom, and indirect object to steal money. So that was all when it comes to direct and indirect object. I hope everything is clear to you, but still if there are questions, how can you say that you have question? You just have to like attempt another checkpoint for this. Again, just grab your pen and paper and just try to write down the direct and indirect object in all these five sentences, okay? So on the count of three, I will just show you the solutions. So one, two, three. I hope that you have got them good again. So the red ones are direct object and the green ones are indirect object. Um, I hope that you have like got the concept clearly. And to do this, you just have to give a very short like checks, like were you able to identify object, and how like could you differentiate between direct or indirect object. If yes, very good and excellent learning, but if not, I want you to have like just listen again. But if you have some questions, queries that you think are not things that are not clear to you, you can just ask them in the comment box and I will try my best to answer them, okay? So that was all for today's lecture. Happy learning. And if you have like it was easy, the lesson was informative, and it if it has helped you in any way, I want you to like subscribe and definitely recommend this channel to your friends and fellows who need help with grammar. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.